Hey people, another thing that I wanted to say right now, I just want to say that Spirit Halloween did recognize me for a few years. I never told you this before, but I know that for this Halloween season, I'm not going to be working at Spirit Halloween, and they're probably not going to be in our mall either this year because last year they had a small store set up by our mall in Clackamas Town Center. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna probably move back in our mall somehow. They're probably gonna get all the stuff set up again, like the costumes. I mean, mostly people who have problems with motors and gears with their props breaking and stuff. I mean, I'm like, figuring out, that I've never ever had those kind of problems. Every time I set off a prop, for Halloween, it always seems to work nicely. But the bad part about it is that if it doesn't work, it's worthless and it's not really worth definitely picking up for the money. I mean, an inspiration, of course, it's like to draw people's attention to get the product, And like when I was at that Small Spirit Halloween store last year, I saw a lot of animatronics like that swinging zombie girl on the swing. And they have a convulsing zombie this year too, and I hope he comes available too. Like that buzzsaw prop and that electric chair death row prop too. But they're basically gonna have the same gimmicks, same Switch stuff, they're gonna thrash back and forth. It's their kind of sneak peeks and their previews. If you want, you can go to www.techietoys.com or even Gemmy and look at their new stuff that they're revealing this year for Halloween because obviously I want to obviously their demo videos will probably be short this year too, but they're pretty much the same videos. They show the prop in action. I haven't really decided to get one of those since I don't have enough money, but basically if I did end up bringing here, it would get a lot of attention, certainly on trick-or-treating night, because the best part about Halloween is that you get candy and that, you get to dress up for Halloween too. And like I said before, if I have had enough money, I could at least, just, you could get into the spirit of doing anything you want for Halloween, but basically working like a daily graveyard shift or a night shift, that'd be amazing, that'd be awesome. And that would be too impressive to even tell, because remotely nobody comes to your house, when it's not Halloween, and you could go trick-or-treating any time of the year. But basically, the only time you're supposed to go trick-or-treating is really just like when it's spooky outside and everyone's in costume, showing up at the party, like your Halloween party. And many people also complained to me and said, like, why do the gears break so easily on those props? Well, I'll tell you why. Because the props themselves are very sturdy and they have these kind of little gears, rubber belts on them, that make them hard to move. Apparently, when you move the props around a lot, it kind of gets in the way because their closes end up, revealing what happens. And it just really gets a little bit hard because some people figure out that it's not really in an open or empty space. And basically, if you're all alone in an open and empty room and the space right there in between is really hard to get over, then you kind of have to figure out that the reason being is because many people have asked me about these questions, and it's because these props are bound to break easily. I mean, anytime it feels like a prop is going to end up like breaking off, it'll simply just twist the gears, they'll stop working, they'll stop rotating. Half the time most props will even stop, moving for that instance. And I'm not even going to go through it because many of you already know that the props are really in between are bound to break. And I've never had a problem with Techie Toys, like setting off their motion sensors. I mean, they have an on and off sensor, but it's kind of weird that their stuff would break so easily. And it could end up really happening to some of your props too. So if you have any other questions, please feel free to ask me. Um, I'll anytime you want, I'll make a reply, and hopefully, if you guys want, to comment more, please comment down below about this video and let me know what you think about it. If your props are having any problems so far, and if it ever comes close to Halloween, let me know too. I'll be glad to answer all your questions down below, not above, but whatever. It's your opinions, and you're entitled to your own, kind of options if you want and stuff, and your options are very important to me too. So thank you for watching, and I hope this helps your problem. Goodbye. Take care, guys. Have a great day. See you later.